Well, hello everybody. This is Steve and Patrick with Federal Military Parts. Today we are going to talk about our paint system that we've got here. It is a two-part spray paint system that one would use when you are painting military items, probably smaller items for the most part, but you could do larger items as well. It is a two-part paint system, meaning there's a part A and a part B to it. It goes in spray cans and it utilizes the exact same paint, the military grade paint, that we use when we are painting all of our parts at Federal Military Parts, whether it's doors, whether it's hitches, whatever it is the industrial grade, military grade paint, similar to what some people would call a caulk substitute, actually better. And Patrick will elaborate that on a little bit now. You want to tell us about that, Patrick?
Sure, Steve. Well, what we're doing here with these two-part cans, as Steve said, it's a part A, part B that's called a two-component can. So inside the can, we have the technology where on the bottom of the can here, you'll see the activation pin. And that's how we're going to activate these cans once they're filled. Okay? And this part here would be your part B, your hardener. And once this is activated, now we release the hardener into the can, and it's an activated two-component product. Okay? So once it's activated, it's going to be a same-day use. You're going to have a full day to spray your anything you want really with it, and we'll be able to utilize our same OE military grade paint, which is pretty phenomenal.
What about colors? You know, typically we use the tan, black, and green here, as you know, and no problem as far as flatness, the different types of paint, be it a flat issue or shiny issue, whatever, more glossy. As you know, we use a flatter military grade paint here, and does that make a difference at all?
Oh, absolutely, Steve. You know, what we've done is we've developed this can specifically for these lower gloss paints. So we can specify any gloss level we'd like to, but for this specific application we're using a low gloss paint.
So again, why get this instead of just, you know, if I can find the right color paint and I like the color at Walmart and it's $4 a can, because I know and you know this is a lot more expensive than that. So why go with this system instead of a cheaper paint I can get at Walmart?
Right, that's an awesome question, and it gets asked a lot. What makes a 2K better than a 1K? So a one component, single component would be your everyday spray paint that you buy from Walmart, you know, for a couple bucks. What that product is, it's just usually an acrylic enamel. It's not going to be chemical resistant, UV resistant. If you were to hit it with some harsh degreaser on your truck, you could wipe that paint right off. Your adhesion won't be there, all sorts of stuff. With the two-component technology, what we have is a chemical cross-link. We're using the isocyanates in the hardener to cross-link the paint. That's going to make it UV resistant, chemical resistant, and extremely durable. Exactly what we're looking for in our military stuff.
Exactly, great, sounds good. And what do you want to do next? Are we going to jump into filling some cans?
Yeah, let's go ahead, we'll fill a can, we'll show you how easy it is.
Okay.
We got our paint ready to go. This is our cool fill-on machine right here that we're going to be using.
Got some air going, it sounds like.
Go ahead, we're going to be using our tan.
Okay. So fill that guy up, and that's pre-measured, obviously. Now our customers, of course, won't be doing this process. The idea is just to show how we do it, that you're really getting the paint as well as the hardener in one.
All right, we're going to go ahead and insert this into the machine. Close the door.
So what's happening right now?
So right now what we're doing is we're filling the can, and inside this pneumatic machine there's a pneumatic cylinder where you saw we filled the paint inside the cap there. That pneumatic cylinder actually pushes the paint into the can.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now we've got paint and no hardener.
Yep, we just added the raw material. The hardener's already added into the can.
Gotcha, okay. It's already in there. Okay.
So go ahead, we'll remove this. Shows us what color we filled.
Okay, gotcha.
We put the nozzle on it, we're ready to activate it and spray.
Okay. And activating it, in essence, just mixes the two parts?
Absolutely. So we'll go ahead, we'll activate this can because we're going to use it to paint some stuff. So to activate it, on this red cap obviously comes right off the top of the lid. We're going to set it on the bottom of the can, on the activation pin. Just push and twist, and either you can set it on a table, push down. I like to physically push it in with my arms, but we'll do it on this for video purposes. Push down on the table, hear that pop?
Yep.
Now we've activated this 2K can. Now like any aerosol, we gotta shake it up good. I suggest shaking it for about 2 minutes. We're ready to spray.
Okay, I'll take a break and we'll come right back, okay? Well, here we are back, Patrick. Now we're in the paint booth, of course, here at Federal Military Parts, and what we've got in front of us here is a turret hole cover, something that we manufacture here at Federal Military Parts. And there's a lot of turrets out there, you know, the OEM turrets, hard slant backs rather, but many of them are in fact missing the turret, and if not all of them, and as such you end up with a big gaping hole in the slant back roof. So we've got an extremely heavy duty slant back turret hole cover to fill in that void. Something that's heavy duty enough where you can actually get up on your roof, stand on it, jump on it, whatever you want to do, you are not going to bend it. And what we're going to do today is Patrick is going to take some of his paint that we just mixed up, that we just injected into a new spray can, and we're going to demonstrate how well it works on this piece of steel here. What we've got mixed up is a can that you mixed up earlier today, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. We're using our black finish.
Okay, well let's take a look at it, Patrick, and see how it goes when we start spraying. Again, this is 2 components, and this is the same exact spray paint that we utilize in our 1 gallon size, but our customers can buy it all pre-mixed, ready to go, get a true military grade paint job on anything they're painting. So let's take a look at it and see how it goes.
All right, Steve, so as we start, we're going to get all of our edges first.
Okay.
Okay, this is our activated 2K can. It's already activated, shaken up, ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and start spraying.
Great.
As you can see, it's got a really nice big wide fan pattern on it for optimal coverage. One thing that you'll never find out of another aerosol is a nozzle as unique as this for spraying anything.
Let me take a look at it for a minute. Now, what's unique about it?
So this nozzle, not only does it have a nice big wide fan pattern, but it's got an adjustable fan pattern as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's called a variator nozzle. And just by twisting this red cap, you can adjust the fan pattern from about a 2-inch fan pattern up to about a 6-inch fan pattern.
Nice.
Only nozzle like it on the market.
Okay. It'd be nice for some of those areas if you're painting your Humvee, for example, some of those tight areas where you don't want to get a lot of overspray, and you know, why waste a lot of paint in a tight area.
Right, and that's one of the big advantages over an aerosol versus a paint gun is there's very little overspray involved with this.
Okay.
So we're able to spray inside our Humvees without taping everything off, and you know, do it with a very limited amount of overspray.
You know, one of the questions that I get asked pretty regularly, just had somebody ask this in the last day or two, is how much paint does it take to spray paint a complete Humvee?
You know, I'd say on average, depending on the brand of paint you get, a gallon kit should be enough to do a complete Humvee.
Okay. Is that inside and out, or is it just outside?
Generally just the exterior.
Okay.
Depending on what you do on the interior, some guys paint everything, some guys just paint the dashes, some guys paint the floors. It all depends.
Now, is there any reason that you wouldn't or couldn't or shouldn't use this system to paint an actual vehicle? Like if you wanted to, could you?
Absolutely, you could. This is, you know, really designed for the do-it-yourselfer in the market. The guy who doesn't have a paint gun, doesn't have an air compressor. For doing these hard to mask off camel patterns on your trucks, an aerosol is a very easy alternative, and it works very well.
It looks really good. I mean, that seriously painted this very fast.
Right, and that's just one coat. So
Okay.
our next coat, obviously, we're going to let it flash. Once that shininess kind of dissipates on there, we're going to be ready for our second coat.
And that's, when you talk about flashing, that's what you mean once the shininess goes
Yeah,
away.
you can see it right now. You can kind of see the stripes in it. That's not the stripes from the paint.
Okay.
That's the paint itself actually drying.
Okay.
And as it gets a little bit drier, once that shiny sheen goes away, we're going to be able to do our second coat and we'll finish it up.
Okay. Great. Any closing comments today, or we pretty much covered it?
I think we pretty much covered it. We'll get back to you with the finished product after our second coat.
Great, great. Well, that's awesome. Well, thanks a lot for the education today. I learned a thing or two myself, and it's really nice to be able to offer our customers our professional military-grade two-part paint in both gallons and now in spray cans as well. Thanks for checking in, and look at more of our YouTube videos by Federal Military Parts. We've got about 24 of them. Covers a variety of topics. And as always, you can actually call us. We will really pick up the phone and answer any questions that you may have. Thanks for watching.